7:30. I've been up for a couple of hours. I've edited my video and I've made my husband some lunch to take to work, to put pots away, all that sort of thing. Answered some comments on my videos, which I'm really pleased about. I'm getting some lovely comments, which is really nice. So today I really need to pack some parcels before work and get them off, because I should have done them yesterday. I need to rush around and just see a few people about Avon orders, because I'm putting that through tonight. So if they do want something, I need to get them in today. And then I need to get organised. The shop's a bit of a mess, so I'll try and tidy that up before work as well. So I've got plenty to do, so I'm going to get dressed and get ready, and I'll speak to you later. Hello again. It's about 9:45 and I need to open up, but I need to sort out the shop a bit first because it's really dark out there and it's wet and it's windy. So I can't put the blinds out, I can't put stock outside, so I need to move some of the stock into the back that I would normally have outside, otherwise the shop's going to be too cluttered. My counter's an absolute tip. I've had one of those mornings, you know, when you end up just swearing at yourself because, I don't know, my hair kept getting in my mouth. I had to pack some orders, I couldn't get the end of the sellotape, and my key got stuck in the door. I went out to the post office and all my feet got all wet, so I had to put my shoes on the radiator. I don't know, it was just a list of things like that, just irritating little things that made me swear. But it is really dark, which doesn't help. Today I am going to try and do a bit of a what I eat in a day, and yeah, sorry, somebody's looking in the window. Yeah, better crack on and I'll speak to you again in a bit. So it's about 11 o'clock. Surprise, surprise, it's not very busy, but I have got a few bits done on my list. I've marked off my Etsy orders. I've done my social media, so Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I've tidied my counter. And I phoned my mum, although she blamed my phone for not being able to hear me. I blame that she hadn't got her hearing aids in. Yes. Right, I'm going to relist on Etsy, dust a section, and then I will talk a bit more about what I eat in a day. Hello again. So I thought I'd talk a bit about my what I eat in a day, following my low carb way of life. It is a way of life, it's not a diet, because it is something that I plan to stick to. And I actually don't find it hard to stick to because I enjoy the food that I eat. So every day I start with my electrolyte supplement in a big glass of water, which I showed you in one of the days. I've written it down because I thought I'd remember. Day 4. Yeah, and I have that first thing in the morning and last thing at night, and it just means that not only do I get that supplement, but I also get 2 extra glasses of water. Then I have my coffee, which I also showed you in day 6, which is essentially melted butter with a cup of coffee. I put a pinch of salt in because for me coffee is a bit bitter, so the salt takes the bitterness away, and 2 teaspoons of MCT oil, and then I blend it with my stick blender and it comes up lovely and frothy, almost like a cappuccino. So I have that. I do have breakfast as well. I have about 10 o'clock. I have about 2 tablespoons of the granola that I made, the one that I showed you in day 3. And I have that with full fat Greek yogurt. And then for lunch, which would be about 1 o'clock, I'll either have the salad, which I'm going to show you, or I'll have soup, which I make usually broccoli and cauliflower, because both of those are low carb. Occasionally I'll have something with a bit of sweet potato in there or something, a bit of veg soup generally. So that's what I have so far. Tonight I am going to cook a really simple curry. It's basically curry paste, prawns, cream, spinach, peas, and I'll have it with cauliflower rice. So I'll film that and you can watch it through. Right, I'll crack on with my jobs. So I start with lettuce, plenty of it, rip it up in the bottom. Cucumber. I don't like cucumber peel, so I always peel my cucumber. tomatoes, depending on how big they are, but the small ones I'll have 6. If they're slightly bigger, I'll have 4. Because tomatoes are slightly higher in carbs, so lettuce and cucumbers, you can basically eat as much as you want. Again, peppers are higher in carbs because if you think they're sweeter, like tomatoes. So this is actually more than I would normally have. Pesky seed. And then olives, this is a mixed one. A few of those. Do like a gherkin. So a slice of gherkin up in there, just to add some different flavour. Then I put some seeds in there. This is a mix of pumpkin and sunflower seeds. And then I'll put some nuts in, so some walnuts. I tend to break up the walnuts and put on top. And then some Brazil nuts. I just put aside so I can sort of eat them with it or separately. And then for dressing, I just use olive oil, a nice big glug, pepper, and some of my Himalayan pink salt on there. And then that's the basis to all my salads. Sometimes I add, I don't know, a little bit of beetroot, but again that's a higher carb, or a little bit of leftover sweet potato, and then I will add like a protein. So today I'm having eggs, but they're still cooling, or I'll have cheese, or if we've got some meat, I'll put some leftover meat in there. So that's what I will be eating today. Hello, it's about 2 o'clock and today is testing my positivity. I'm not even going to tell you how little amount of money I've taken. At the moment I'm watching Andrew, drinking tea with Andrew live, so you might be able to hear that in the background. I thought I'd do a little bit about the pros and cons of having a physical bricks and mortar shop. Obviously today I can think of lots of cons. So I'll start with cons because it's always best to get all the negatives out of the way and end on the positives, I think. Okay, so one of the biggest cons is the costs. We own the property, so I don't have rent, but if you had rent, if you were tied to a lease and you had rent to pay, there's obviously that issue. I still have rates to pay, electric, broadband. Sorry about that, phone call came through on my phone and cut my video out. Yeah, so I still have costs, not as high as I would have, so there's that to factor in. I've written a list to consult, so I've put tied to the shop. So you are tied to working the hours in the shop, so you don't have the freedom to do anything. My hours I try and keep flexible, so if I want to go to an auction I will close and put a note on the door saying at an auction, but you're still tied to working in the shop a certain amount of hours every week. So it's difficult, like to go on holiday or to go away, things like that, obviously. Loneliness can be an issue, because on days when it's not busy you spend a lot of time on your own. Some days you can be busy, but none of the people who come in are people that you'd call friends, and you do the small talk and the whatever, but you basically spent the day on your own with your own thoughts, so that can be challenging. guilt of not opening up. So I have this issue that on days when I have a day off and I think, oh, I could be in the shop, I could be open, I should be open. Yeah, there's that side of it. And this one I think will come with a lot of sellers will relate to this. It's not just people with a shop, but I sort of connect my self-worth with the takings, and when the takings aren't so great, it makes me feel pretty rubbish about myself, which isn't always related. Like today, it's abysmal out there, so that's not going to help. So let's go to the pros. Let's get positive. Right, so the positives are I can sell anything I want to sell. Doesn't matter if it's big and awkward, doesn't matter if there isn't a huge profit in it, because I can just double up because I don't have to pay fees and I don't have to worry about posting, so breakable, you know, all that sort of stuff. It means I can sell whatever I want. I don't have to list everything and I don't have to think about posting everything. So I don't have those issues, so I can pick things up and think, oh yeah, I can sell that. I don't have to worry about posting it or finding the right size box. Creative freedom. I do like to do a display. I do like window displays. I like setting the shop out how I like it. So I couldn't do that online. I enjoy, that is part of the job that I really do enjoy. Customers bringing in stuff, which is great. Every day I get people coming saying, oh, I've got this, are you interested in buying it? A lot of it I'm not interested in buying, but some of it is absolute gems, and some of it I wouldn't get if I went to auction. So I've had some really good stuff come in through the door. I get to enjoy my stock while it's here. So I've got it all displayed out here, and things that I absolutely love, I can enjoy every day. I can look at Albert sat up on his chair and that beautiful Indonesian wooden carving thing. I can look at that all day long. I can look at my old movie posters and I can just enjoy them. And then if I was selling online, everything would be boxed away. So there's that side of it. But finally, and most importantly for me, is meeting people. I enjoy talking to people and meeting people. And I've made some really good friends that I didn't know before I started working in the shop. People who live locally, but I just didn't come across. And since having the shop and working here every day, I've got to know them really well, and I really enjoy their company. So I have some good laughs in the shop and enjoy myself. So that gives you an idea of the pros and cons. And so I'm not going to tell you today how I'm feeling about it. I'll let you decide. Right, see you soon. I'm going to have to add the cooking the curry onto another video because there isn't enough space on this one. For some reason I can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes. So I'm opening the advent calendar, number 10. And it's called Flawlessly Festive. Let's have a look. Can you read that? Nux or Nukes, Creme Prodigieux, oh, it's all foreign. Multi-correction gel cream. And then some of the tiniest writing known to man. I don't know what that is. Is that a bit like a BB cream? I don't know. Anyway, I'll get the magnifying glass out and work it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up, comments would be great, and I'll stick the recipes on another time. Take care, bye.